José Abelardo Barbosa de Medeiros. September 30, 1917 – June 30, 1988. Better known as Chacrinha. Brazilian Portuguese. Ʃaઃkṛiɲřed was a Brazilian comedian, radio and TV personality. His career was at its peak from 1950 to 1980. He was author of a famous Brazilian phrase that states, "Na televisão, nada cria, tudo copia." In television, nothing is created, everything is copied. In his shows, now famous Brazilian celebrities were revealed, such as Roberto Carlos and Raul Seixas. He began as a radio presenter, and then enjoyed great success and inspired controversy with his anarchic sense of humor while hosting many TV shows on Globo and other networks in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s and 1980s. He would interrupt the musical numbers of major stars, blow a horn like Harpo Marx while poking fun at guests, and throw codfish to the audience. Biography. Childhood. Chacrinha was born in Surubim, Pernambuco. At the age of 10, he moved with his family to Campina Grande, Paraíba. At age of 17, he went to the capital of Pernambuco, Recife, to study. He was admitted to medicine school in 1936, and in 1937 he had his first contact with radio at Radio Clube Pernambuco, when he gave a speech about alcoholism. Chacrinha, besides several financial crises in his family throughout his life, had a peaceful childhood. Beginning of career. In Recife, the starting point of his career, he finished his studies and everything seemed to point medicine school for his future, because he did not want to spend a year in the military. He falsified his D.O.B. at his identification document and ended up at Tiro de Guerra, a military Brazilian institution. After this experience, he started playing drums, 2 years after beginning his medicine studies. In 1938, he was saved by already graduated colleagues from a severe appendicitis, while still recovering from the very delicate surgery. He, as a percussionist at the group Bando Acadêmico, decided to travel as a musician in a ship called Bajé, heading to Germany. However, at that day in 1939, Second World War forced him to cancel his plans and land at the then Brazil's capital, Rio de Janeiro. There, he became a speaker at Radio Tupi. In 1943, he started a carnival music show called Rei Momo na Chacrinha at Radio Fluminense, which became very successful. He was then known as Abelardo Chacrinha Barbosa. In the 1950s he would command several successful shows, in which he released various successes of Brazilian music. In one of his shows, Casino de Chacrinha, Chacrinha's Casino, he pretended, with sounds and noises, to be throwing big parties and would make people expect big releases. Career in TV. In 1956, he started his participation in the show Rancho Alegre at TV Tupi, in which he also started his show Discoteca de Chacrinha, Chacrinha Disco. After that, he went to TV Rio, and in 1967, he was contracted by Rede Globo. At some point of his career, he maintained 2 weekly shows, Buzina de Chacrinha, Chacrinha's Honk, and Discoteca de Chacrinha. 5 years later he went back to TV Tupi. In 1978 he transferred to TV Bandeirantes, and in 1982 he returned to Rede Globo, where his 2 shows became one. Casino de Chacrinha. This show would make huge success in Saturday evenings. Coined expressions. One of his most well-known phrases would be, in television, nothing is created, everything is copied. In one of his shows, he would introduce himself wearing funny and sloppy clothes, honking a hand honk to declassify participants. while joking and mocking them with then-famous expressions such as Teresina. Quote, "You vim aqui para confundir. Now para explicar." Quote, "I came here to make you confused, not to explain." Quote, "And quem now ʃaî comunica, ʃaî trumbica." Quote, "Whoever doesn't communicate gets in trouble." Quote, in an interview, Chacrinha explained that the nonsense expression, Teresina, came from one of his sponsors, a bleach product called Clarinha. He would advertise them and by the end he would say, Clarinha, Clarinha. Quote, "He said that the public liked how that sounded somehow, and when the sponsorship was over, he decided he needed something to substitute. That's when Teresina came up. Chacrinha and judges. The judges would help him maintain the fake party climate." Another element for the success of his shows were the Chacrinha, professional dancers that would make choreographs to the music and cheer up the show. Carnival and Death. Annually, Chacrinha would release at his show a new carnival hit, known as Velho Guerreiro, Old Warrior. In 1987, the samba school Império Serrano made him a homage. That was the only time he participated in a carnival parade. In 1987, he received the title of Doctor Honoris Causa. In his 7th anniversary, the then Brazil's President José hosted a dinner in his homage. In 1988, already sick, he was substituted in some of his shows by Paulo Silvino. He would return in June of the same year. He died on June 30, 1988, at 11:30 p.m. from a heart attack and respiratory insufficiency. His last show was streamed on July 2, 1988. Curiosities. When cod was not selling well in a store called Casas da Banha, his sponsor in TV Tupi, he decided he would try to revert the situation. During the show, he would turn to the public and ask, "Do you want codfish?" and then would throw a codfish to the auditorium, where the public would fight for the product. The sales exploded. He explained, "Brazilians like to receive gifts." In the lyrics of his 1969 hit song, Aquele Braco, the Brazilian MPB singer-songwriter Gilberto Gil included an homage to Chacrinha, writing, "Chacrinha keeps on swinging his belly and honking his horn at the girls. Hello, hello, Mr. Chacrinha, Old Warrior." Quote, documentary. On October 30, 2009, a documentary film about Chacrinha was released in Brazil. The film, directed by Brazilian filmmaker Nelson Hohenf, was titled Alô Alô Teresinha, a nonsense expression constantly cited by Chacrinha in his TV shows. 1. Notes. Chacrinha on IMDb.